How does Arne Slot's Liverpool compare with Jurgen Klopp's last season? I've got some stats here, courtesy of The Athletic. I took this graphic from a video they did. I thought it was great. This is Liverpool 2023 through 24 versus Arne Slot's Liverpool 24-25. Now, we know Liverpool last season wasn't the vintage Liverpool, but it was the last sample size we have with a lot, well, really all the same core players. So how does Jurgen Klopp compare with Arne Slot? I think there's 4 big takeaways from this slide. Let's break it down, starting with number 1, chance prevention. So a defensive stat, chance prevention, you're basically measuring how good has Liverpool been at preventing the opposition from having chances to score. Last season, 60th percentile, mid. We were pretty mid, pretty Ohio there. And then this season, 94th percentile. Very, very good. And I think that's been one of the biggest differences is Liverpool's style of play has been built to limit the opposition getting good chances. The way that we possess, but also the way that we defend, the style of our attack also does not give the opposition a lot of room for counterattacks or quick transitions to go try to score. So the chance prevention, 94th percentile versus 60, that's a 34% shift. That's a massive, massive, massive change year over year. And I think anyone that has watched, the last couple seasons of Liverpool, anyone that knows Jurgen Klopp's style knows that his style was open. It left Liverpool open to those counterattack goals, and we saw that quite a bit. So that's a big, big change that I think has been purposeful by Arne Slot. All right, number 2, a little bit more minor. This is only a 14-point percentage swing, but the high line for Liverpool has been utilized a lot more this season. 81st percentile last season and 95th percentile. So Liverpool are using that high line a lot more than any other team in the top 5 European leagues. I think that's interesting. I think that's an interesting way of defending. At times, it's gotten us into trouble, but it's worked in the English Premier League for sure. All right, number 3. This one is one of the biggest. Patient attack. Patient attack. Now, I think we can all agree that this one we have felt this one across this season. Last season, 19th percentile in patient attack. That's just not how Jurgen Klopp built his attacks. It's not how he built his team. Patient attack this season, 65th percentile. So we have been more often than not, and more than the average team, we have done the patient buildup, the patient attack. And I've felt that. I think a lot of Liverpool fans have felt that. And we've kind of felt like, when are we going to kick it into high gear? And even these past couple weeks to months, when everything is there for the taking, it just still seems like we're just maybe a little too patient. I don't know if that's, I think it's been good in the Premier League, which, the Premier League is a marathon. It's 38 games. Whoever does the best across all 38 takes home the prize. And Liverpool are going to do that. So I think this is really good for the Premier League. Didn't quite work out in the Cups this season. All right. And then this one's really, really interesting to me. This last one, shot quality, 68th percentile last season. Not bad. But this season, 89th percentile for shot quality. We have created some really good chances. And yet, I still feel like we've failed. We've failed to convert so many of those chances. And I think that's where Liverpool really need to look at, apart from Mo Salah, who else can come in and finish off these amazing shot qualities, these amazing chances that we are creating for our attacking options? How do we start converting those? How do we start putting those away? And I think it's a personnel issue. I think when you have Darwin Núñez this season, certainly Diogo Jota, Luis Diaz to some degree, and even Cody Gakpo at times, and then you look at Szoboszlai, Gravenberch hasn't scored this season, we have not been able to properly convert these chances like we would expect. Like maybe at the height of the Jurgen Klopp empire, we were converting with guys like Firmino, Mane, and Salah up top. We don't have that. We have Salah. That's really it this season. That's really what we've had. So I think that last one is really, really interesting, and it could give us insight into what Arne Slot might actually want to find this season. Somebody like a Milos Kerkez could improve upon those shot quality numbers. We could get more quality chances with Milos Kerkez in the side. But that doesn't mean we're going to be scoring more goals. That just means we're creating more chances. I think a guy like maybe Benjamin Sesko or Julian Alvarez coming up, through the middle, leading that forward line as the number 9. Oh boy, that would be really, really fun to watch. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of these stats. As always, up the Reds.